How can you hack your biology to improve your gut health and create total health and wellness? In today's episode, we're diving deep into my top 7 biohacking techniques for great gut health. The truth is that we already have so much, but we often pay attention to the lack, and the lack becomes huge in our eyes and overwhelming. But if we can focus on the immense amount of good that we already have, that can motivate us to move further, create mental health, emotional health, gut health, and total body health. Hello, and welcome back to the Good Gut Feeling podcast, where we digest modern medicine with old world wisdom. I'm Dr. Alexandra Shestina, and I am excited to share with you my top 7 biohacking techniques to improve your gut health today. Number 1, it is accepting that you are enough. You are enough. It starts with knowing that what you have inside of you is already enough. Everything else is just peeling back layers. So everything we're going to do is just to peel back the layers to uncover the real you, which is healthy and balanced. The more we can connect to the fact that our body's powerful and we have the ability to heal from within, the easier everything else will be. Many people think we need so many extra things because my body is weak, or they have been conditioned to be associated with a disease. So they believe their body's weak. They have been conditioned to associate with a disease. My number 1 biohacking technique to achieve real health is by knowing that I am enough, and everything that I have are layers, and everything that I have are extra clothing. It is not intrinsically a part of me, because the intrinsic me is already healthy and already balanced. And that is not just commentary. That has scientific evidence, because when we have positive self-affirmations, we actually tap into a part of the brain called the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. And when that is activated, we can have less stress and more emotional resilience. On a biological level, just knowing that I am enough, I am strong, and that I have the ability to heal is a crucial part of the journey. Everything else is so much simpler, built on that foundation. How can we build this? Well, one way is self-affirmations, saying to yourself, I am healthy, I am strong, my body is balanced, and I have the ability to completely heal, and any version of this that resonates with you. Now, saying it is not enough. It must be internalized. When you say positive affirmations, this positive affirmation, or really any of them, it's important to connect an emotion to it. So you're saying each one and think about each word and what it means to you. So I am healthy. You feel happy when you're healthy, right? You feel energetic. Connect to that feeling as you say those words. Another trick is to say those words right when you first wake up and right when you go to sleep, because they get integrated into your subconscious mind much more effectively. So the first biohacking technique is I don't even need to biohack. I am enough. And that is the foundation for true health. Number 2 is meditation. Meditation is not just a stress relief. It is a gateway to total body wellness. We can create health first in our mind and then in our bodies. We already know there's so much evidence on that meditation can improve well-being, decrease stress, have physical manifestations of changes in hormones, in neurotransmitters that directly affect the mind-gut connection. So how can we do it? If you have never meditated before, then preparing yourself for an hour meditation seems daunting and overwhelming, and many people just don't do it because they can't focus. I hear that a lot. I can't focus. There's no way I can meditate. Well, meditation is just like lifting weights or just like running. Just because you can't run a marathon today doesn't mean you can't start by running 1 block. It's the same thing with meditation. So first, you start with 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever you can handle. And you do that until you get good at it. But do it consistently. And it doesn't matter if you add 1 minute, 10 minutes, an hour. But if you are consistently growing, then you can get to the point where you can meditate to health. But that does require patience. So if you're doing 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you just started and you're having trouble focusing and you're not getting results, that's expected. You may not get results right away, but you keep going because the consistency builds. And there comes a point when you are just going to shift. And I've heard that for many patients when they're like, I can't do it. And then they feel the shift. And then it's addictive. Then you can't live without it. I'll tell you, for me, it's such a vital part of my morning routine that every day I wish I had more time for it. I enjoy it. It's very, very clear. So take your time, build. Which meditations did you do? Recently, I really got into the binaural frequencies, which are basically meditations that give you different frequencies in different ears. It seems to work really effectively. Like even 20 minutes can really make a shift. Other really great ones are body scans, where you can just kind of focus, slowly go through different parts of your body and just do a scan, like notice which parts may be feeling differently. You can do a light meditation where the light goes through those different body parts and shines through them, where that sensation changes. There's visualization meditations, which are very powerful, where you can visualize what you want to achieve. But just like positive affirmations, you have to feel it. So you see it. The first part, you meditate, you see it. So you want to if you're having trouble walking, you can see yourself walking. If you're having whatever you are wishing to achieve, this is not only limited to your health. You can visualize it. You can see it. You can see it in detail. But a very important part of it is to feel it. So you don't want to look at yourself when you're meditating like you're on a screen. You want to look at yourself like you're in your body. So you're not looking at yourself, you're looking out of yourself. And you want to feel what that feels like. So if I have not been able to run for whatever reason, and now in my meditation, I'm running a marathon, that feels amazing. And I want to feel that. I want to feel the muscle tension in my legs. I want to feel the wind in my ears. I want to feel the joy. Most importantly, I want to feel the emotion associated with it. So whatever that feeling is, you want to create that feeling in your meditation. My number 3 favorite biohacking technique is breathwork. You can breathe your way to better digestion. And the evidence is there. Breathing actually improves our vagal tone. So just breathing alone can shift our digestive health. It can also shift our mental health. So what do? You could do simple breathing. You breathe in your nose for 3 seconds, 5 seconds. It doesn't have to be a specific number. It could be whatever feels natural for you to take a full, slow breath and complete breath through your nose. You breathe through your nose and then you hold it. Some people hold it 3 seconds, some people hold it 5 seconds. Hold it. And then you exhale completely through your mouth. The exhale can be as long as the inhale or even longer. So you may want to do it pretty slow and you want to do it complete. And you want to have a little pause after the exhale before the next inhale. Some people like to exhale with a sound, if that resonates with you, like, or some kind of sigh or a sound associated with the exhale that seems more relaxing for them. You can play with it and see what resonates with you. This is something great to do before eating. So let's say you're about to sit down with your lunch or your dinner and you have been stressed all day and you're still in your head about work or your whatever's been bothering you all day, and now it's time to eat. Well, guess what? You are in fight or flight mode, which means your digestive system is not properly activated to digest food, and anything you eat will not be digested in its best way. But you can shift from fight or flight mode to rest and digest mode, from the sympathetic system to the parasympathetic system with just breathing. And it doesn't have to be an hour. You can literally do 3 breaths, focus on the food, and you can be in a completely different state. That is how powerful breath work can be and how fast it can work. Number 4, exercise can literally improve motility directly. We're moving our body, we're moving our digestive system. Exercise can help with a mind-gut connection. And exercise can directly impact our microbiome. So exercise is super powerful. Exercise is very broad. It means many different things, and it's very specific to your physical state. One thing that I think is really important is to pick something you enjoy. So some people love running and it's amazing, and then they're going to do it. But some people hate running, and for them it's torture. So maybe running is not for them. Or maybe they like to play a sport, whether it's tennis or basketball or volleyball or weightlifting. Whatever it is, find something that you enjoy because you're going to be doing that for a good amount of time. So number one, pick something you like. Number two is make sure that you are working within a range that's the right for you. So you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to overexert yourself. You don't want to get yourself to a point that you never want to work out again, but you also want to challenge yourself. And for every person, that's different. Personally, for me, I think doing any kind of movement outside has such an amazing benefit because you're not only exercising outside, but you're also taking advantage of nature and sun. And all that also has an impact on your health. So if you have the ability to, if you love to walk, get outside and walk rather than walk on your treadmill. If you love to run, go outside and run rather than running on your treadmill. If you have a backyard, maybe you can bring some weights outside and work out outside. Obviously, if it's freezing, you're not going to do that. But maybe when the weather's nice and you can do it, prioritize being outside. Then you get the benefit of 2-in-1, of nature and of exercise. And my number 5 top biohacking technique is nature. Great Outdoors holds the secret for improved digestion. Spend time outside. What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy the beach? Do you enjoy the forest? Do you enjoy trees? Do you enjoy hiking? Whatever it is, what's your happy place outside? Some people love the mountains. Some people love the water. Some people like to swim and some people like to sit in the sand. But you know what? You can benefit from all those things. So pick something you love. Studies have shown that nature actually can impact our microbiome. Being outside can diversify our microbiome. Like when we roll in the dirt and the grass, we actually build our microbiome. How can we spend more time outside? Try to prioritize outdoor exercise. So if you're going to walk or you're going to jog, try to do it outside. Yeah, I get it. Weather dependent, depending on where you live. Sometimes the weather's not good. But you know what? You do the best you can. Sometimes you can get out and sometimes you can't. Movement is good even inside. But if you can get outside, then you double it. Number 2, prioritize enjoying. So if you love the beach, then put that into your schedule. Even if you're busy, because we never have time. We have to make time. And spending time in nature has many benefits. So if you like the beach or you like to hike or even sit in the park if you live in New York City, all of that has a great advantage. Maybe you can bring your computer and work outside. Maybe you can take your calls outside. Maybe you could take your meetings outside. Whatever you do, just remember, if you could do it outside in nature, get out there. Number 6 is your diet. Eat plants for a healthier gut. How are you going to build your microbiome? We know we throw the word microbiome a lot. And there's a lot of different types of organisms that live inside our gut that really are essential players in everything from immunity to mental health to digestion. But we want certain populations to grow. We want them to be in a certain balance. We want them to be robust. How can we get that? Well, one of the ways is to feed them. And what do they like to eat? They like plant-based fiber. By eating diverse plants, we can actually feed all the different good bugs. Here's some quick ways we can incorporate plants into our diet. First of all, you can think in colors. You can make sure you have at least 5 different colored plant-based foods in your day. I try to eat fruit before my meals. So I have fruit in the morning. Sometimes I have it in the form of a smoothie. A lot of times I'll add greens to it like kale or spinach. Sometimes I'll just eat fruit, whether it's blueberries, apricots, peaches I've gotten into recently. I eat it in the morning. And then I eat it before my meals because fruit is actually not good as dessert. So you want to eat it in between meals or before meals. So a lot of times I'll have like 1 or 2 pieces of fruit before my meal. With my meal, I'll have some kind of vegetable or a salad, a green, sometimes a root vegetable like a sweet potato or beets. And I just got a ton of plant-based fiber. Fruit is a great way to start your day. If you don't love fruit, you just need to drink it, then get your smoothies in. Smoothies are different than juice because juice actually has no fiber. And it has value, but it doesn't have fiber. And smoothies have fiber, it's just liquefied. So if you want your smoothie, that's easier for you, go ahead and do it. And make sure whenever you have your main dishes, whether it's animal protein or not, make sure you have some good sides, whether it's root vegetables, which are pretty hearty, like sweet potatoes, celery root, beetroot, all of those are amazing hearty vegetables. Or whether it's greens like arugula, parsley, cilantro are great for detox. And the more variety you have, the better it is to build diversity in your microbiome. My number 7 is journaling. Journaling is amazing because it really brings attention to what you need. You can use it in different ways. One way to journal is to write your symptoms and really quantify them, because sometimes it's hard to see improvement, because massive improvement can sometimes take time. And if we don't see that in a month or two, sometimes it's easy to get discouraged. So let's say someone's pain is pretty high. Let's say they're 7 or 8, but then the next month they notice that they're at a 6. And even though 6 is still significant pain, it's already much better. When someone can clearly see the improvement, it motivates further improvement. So we can journal. Journaling is also great to give an understanding of what's working. So let's say I'm trying a new food. Well, if I journal my food and then I journal my symptoms and then I look back a week later and I notice that I only had the symptom when I ate these type of foods, well, I just got a whole lot of information over there. Journaling is also amazing for gratitude, because many of us are so focused on what we don't have, it becomes gigantic. We have so much good that we don't pay attention to. So if we're able to journal 5 new things every day that we're grateful for, and it doesn't have to be massive things. It could be, my pain is a little bit better today. Someone held the door for me. My family member was nicer to me. Whatever that is for you. The truth is that we already have so much, but we often pay attention to the lack, and the lack becomes huge in our eyes and overwhelming. But if we can focus on the immense amount of good that we already have, that can motivate us to move further, create mental health, emotional health, gut health, and total body health. Is there one thing today that resonated with you? Pick that one thing and start and see where it takes you. If you like what you've heard, we have so much more on wholegut.com. Please share with your friends, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.